Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today I'll be talking about Justin Fields' pro day, and I guess Mac Jones too, because for some reason people like Mac Jones better than Justin Fields. I don't quite understand, but we'll talk about both, I guess. Sure. What's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. You can also subscribe to the podcast wherever it is that you get your podcasts. Just Jets. Really appreciate all the love and support. Actually, the voting started yesterday. The podcast was in a top 16 Jets bracket. I want to pull up, I'll do it for you now. So go over and vote for Just Jets if you can. I'm up against NYJ Matt and NYJ Mike. So Jack McAnally, I'm going to say, at Isaac Okoro _season, SZN, is running this poll of all different, like a March Madness style of bracket, which is pretty sick. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out and vote for Just Jets. All right, so let's talk Justin Fields. So pro day, what did we see? What did we like? And I understand people on Twitter, man, they just gotta hate everything. I completely understand. Like, you should not base your 100% like what you think of a quarterback just based on their pro day. At the same time, like, if you're on Twitter and bullying people because they're having fun online during a pro day, like, why? Like, what? I don't understand. Like, we are not allowed to have any kind of fun. Like, I can't watch a throw and be like, hey, that was really cool. No, it's got to be, it's a pro day. He reads defenses slow, or he's playing against nobody. If it's Zach Wilson, it just, the stupidity sometimes really gets to me. So Justin Fields, let's talk about the 40-yard dash, because it was impressive. He ran a 4.4, which is pretty damn quick, and he made it look really easy. Just smooth strides. He's a really good runner, extremely good runner, better than both Lawrence and Zach Wilson in the big three. And his deep ball just looks so effortless, man. He just lays that thing out there. He has a very good deep ball, and he had one really good throw that stuck out to me where he rolled left, and just talk about a launch, man. He put that ball out there for days. He has a very strong arm, and he put that on display. Again, most people, they're not doing a pro day to look bad. Like, of course, these guys are going to look good, but overall, biggest takeaways are things that we already knew. He's fast, ran a really good 40, has a strong arm, and put that on display, and good athleticism. Like, that's the benefit of a guy like Justin Fields. And like, I feel like some of Jets Twitter, or just in the comment section on here, are trying to get me, or even on Instagram, I was getting some of it. It's like, this is just nauseating at this point. But it was like egging me on almost, because I'm a Zach Wilson guy, and like, spoiler alert, you can like Zach Wilson and can also say Justin Fields is a really good prospect. Like, there's a world where Justin Fields goes 2 overall. I know some of the Zach Wilson stands don't want to hear that, and I get it, but Fields is a very, very good prospect that's been talked about for a very long time. So if he goes number 2 overall, like, there's 3 quarterbacks that should be top 3 picks. I fully anticipate 3 quarterbacks going in a row. Now, maybe San Francisco goes Trey Lance, and that's a story for another day. But Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, and Trevor Lawrence at the top, those 3 guys are all worthy of a top 3 pick. And depending on the draft year, they are all top overall pick level of players. They just are. They're really, really good quarterbacks. So if Joe Douglas did go Justin Fields, like, I wouldn't be mad, because I could say, oh, well, that makes sense. He likes the athleticism. He likes the strong arm. He likes the ability to run. He likes that he's able to take a hit and bounce back, and he's a gutsy player. Like, there are things to like. And sure, I've said it before. You guys know where I stand. I like Zach Wilson a little bit more, but that doesn't mean that we have to, at the same time, be like, oh, well, if you're a Zach Wilson guy, you can't be a Justin Fields guy. Or if you like Justin Fields, you can't be a Zach Wilson guy. Like, that's the stuff that bothers me the most with this in draft season. So I thought he had a good day, which is fully expected, and I was excited about it watching the pro day. As for Mac Jones, my favorite moment was the Kyle Shanahan just stare off into the abyss, watching him throw the ball and miss on a couple of deep balls, and Bill Belichick shaking his head. That's a little harsh. I just don't think Mac Jones is a first-round quarterback. I think he is a early second-round quarterback kind of a guy. But he is someone who's going to go in the top 15 because there's massive need at the position, or top 20, I guess I should say. He doesn't make it past Chicago if someone doesn't move up for him. But point here is, there is a significant drop off from the top 3 or 4 quarterbacks in this class, and then Mac Jones. And the thought that San Francisco was trading up to 3 to get Mac Jones is laughable. And that is the storyline that I wanted to go with in this take, talking about Mac Jones's pro day, because it was fine. Were some of the reactions to the overthrows a little bit much? Probably, but he is not in the same talent sphere as any of the other 4. And he played on a really, really, really stacked Alabama team in a great system with a great coach, and he looked good. He put up really good numbers, but I don't think he's anything more than a poor man's Kirk Cousins, while the other 4 guys, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, and Trevor Lawrence, all have these traits that could make them elite at the next level. I don't see that from Mac Jones. I think he is maybe a best case scenario, middle of the pack, okay quarterback. That's why I would be very, very surprised if San Francisco gave up their 12th pick to get up to 3 and then 2 additional first rounders to trade up for Mac Jones. Let's get serious. So that's going to do it for me on this episode. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. Let me know in the comments about what you thought of Justin Fields or Mac Jones. Let me know who should the Jets take, all that fun stuff. I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll talk to you next time.